What's happening, people, and welcome back to another episode of the main feed. And we're all smiles, just like CHT was on the weekend. And I got my man, the very own Forrest Gump of rugby league. This man has been in every major decade and has been at every major event known to man. My man, Josh Gage, how are you doing, brother?
Thank you so much for that reference to Forrest Gump. That's one of the that's right up there with getting a degree with uni, bro. Thank you. I'm good. I'm excited. I'm happy. It's hard when the game's on Friday though, because you got to hold that all in until today. But going good, bro. Going really good. Had an awesome weekend. Made my weekend. Good win by there's good results by the other teams that did not win over the weekend. That looks good for us as well.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
I'm good. You're good, bro?
It's funny. Yeah, I'm good because it's funny. I had a friend actually confirm. He confirmed the Benji Marshall story that you were at the 21st. He had a connection to one of Benji's cousins. He said, "Now, Josh, I don't know if you guys know. He said this guy, but Josh said that. Is it true that Josh would have been at this thing? He was in Westmead at this time, and the cousin confirmed that that was approximately the time that Benji was in Westmead when Josh said that he was there. So, guys, any story from now on that Josh shares, it is confirmed. Okay, do not doubt this man. He is the Benjamin Button, the Forrest Gump of rugby league. He's been at every party you can think of. Okay, so from now on, whatever he says goes. No, my mate just asked me. He goes, "I'm going to check this because I know one of Benji's cousins." And then, yeah, man, it passed. The fact checked out, bro. So you passed. I believe you anyway. He was there, bro.
Yeah,
he was there.
Yeah, I was there. I was there, bro. Yeah, I was there. Joshy was there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks, bro.
Bro, let's get into this. Yet to hear your thoughts, but the Warriors win 28-16. What's your takeaways from that game that was on Friday night?
Oh, so happy, bro. So happy for a lot of different reasons. Chanel being one. Happy for him. Happy for the crowd. Happy for the fans. You know, they deserved that because I think we're sold out every game. I think we're sold out every game in 2024. So, yeah, really happy for the fans. Really happy for the guys. You know, it just reignites that flame, bro. That there's hope. There's hope there, bro. For me personally, I'm going to make it anyway, but there's hope now. And I was excited about that. I was excited about Roger Tuivasa-Sheck. He's just so disrespectful to everyone, bro, that tries to tackle him. He is just disrespectful, bro. Like, don't touch me. How dare you try to tackle me? Like, bro, he spins around, he fends people off. Then he gets back up. The guy gets back up and he fends him again in the face. And then, bro, it was awesome. It was awesome. No, I was really happy for him. Happy for Aiden. I thought Aiden had an awesome game. He needed to have an awesome game, bro. And I thought he really stepped up. Yeah, and I thought our young guys, our young centers.
Yeah,
I think you put up a video earlier, bro, and I've got to agree. Bro. That is looking like the future. Ali and Graham Topher there, bro. That's looking like the future for us, bro. How about you, brother? How did you feel about that game? How did you feel?
I was really I think I was happy. I think there was some some scratchy moments. We'll talk about that. But yeah, I felt like really strongly about how our forwards played. I thought our defense again was solid. It was going to be 28-12, barring that last penalty and that try. But I felt really like good with how most of the elements were. Like, agreed, the centers were great. Seeing Roger just have a good game for his own well-being, should we say, his own confidence. Like, you could just see that he was happy. And this is a guy that's been trying his trade at centers, has done a decent job, been moved around multiple times to cover injuries, and finally just get a good game that he could settle in, play his style, and what a performance from him. Try savers as well. And yeah, there's a lot to kind of feel a bit happy about. But in some parts as well, I was just looking at it, that there's some improvement. But I just want to get into this quickly, brother. The RTS game and your thoughts on it. It's a topic of much interest. Does he become the fullback for the rest of the season over a CNK or even a 2-0 picky? In your thoughts?
Yeah, I think positional wise and playing that role, yeah, bro, yeah, but just with reflection on the rest of the team. So if he comes into fullback and Tuopiki doesn't come in, but we have a goal kicker, like I'm not saying Chanel's not the I think he's a goal kicker, but I think he would be relieved if Tuopiki could kick, then that may play a part. But what the reshuffle looks like for the rest of the team, then yeah, I guess I would have Roger there, bro. Especially after that game, especially after that effort, bro. The work rate, the tackling, like just him, his persona, bro. I think just really lifts the team, and it's really important that he gets hands on the ball, and that seems to happen when he's in fullback. But for me, it's just the goal kicking thing, bro. That's what I'm sort of concerned about. What
So
about
you
yourself,
felt
bro?
as though those two kicks from, like, you still feel that Chanel shouldn't be that first choice kicker, and that it should be, say, for example, at the moment, Tain Tuopiki, who will be back from an HIA and should be available. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I think so, bro. Because I think Chanel just relieving. He needed to kick in this game. Just played to close that box for him, to get his confidence back up, because he's a very confidence, emotional player. So, and I
Yeah.
think he's done that now, and I think he will get better out of him if he doesn't have to have that confidence that on his back, like having to carry
Yes.
that burden. And I
Yep.
think if we can have the option to have another goal, I mean, awesome if say SJ or even I saw Luke Metcalf was playing. I think
Yeah, we'll get into.
sometimes
They're definitely going to get into those two.
even that just changes how the rest of the team will look if Rog goes to fullback. It just it changes the rest of the team looks. I think, but no, for me, bro, based on their performance, based on what we've seen at Rog at fullback, based on where we are in the season, where we are in the ladder, where we are up to in the season, I think Rog could pull 80 minutes there each week for the next 7 weeks.
Yeah, it's a real topic of discussion, because there's the other argument that CNK in his own way. I kind of look at them as kind of two players different. They operate differently on either end of the field. So Roger, for me, from our end, is really awesome. Carries out a yardage, like we saw that last play. We broke the line and just destroyed. Got us starting a set on the 50. We shift it wide. Graham Telfer gets the ball. Dallin scores. Like, that's the power of a Roger from the back, that you can get an explosive play that generates into a try. And then the other argument is that CNK, when playing, I think specifically with SJ and that kind of really structured attack, is really good at executing set plays, distributing the ball, executing the play to perfection. Now, the strength of, I suppose, what you're saying is that currently where we're at, and considering CNK's injuries, kind of dip in form, should we say, hasn't had the greatest year. That kind of, for me, does warrant RTS. And you could see at times, just going back on terms of the attacking shape, Usually we would run maybe a double leads with C&K at the back or 2-0 picky. You saw there was just single lead runner with the back rower, feed RTS, and kind of let him create 3-on-3. And sometimes it came off and sometimes it didn't. Now, I'm going to give him a pass, obviously, because he's only had one full game of reps and hasn't had the opportunity to work through all the different attacking goal line systems that Webby has. But at the same time, I agree with you in the sense that you just felt an energy kind of uptick, a bit of an uplift, and it helped boost the team to get over the line. And so I think it's just in a real kind of dilemma as to what is best for right now. I think ultimately you still go back to C&K for me personally, because I think that will work best in the attack. But something about Rogers' performance that just makes me think that, hey, ride the hot hand, or he's starting to find a rhythm. Maybe we can get some more attacking goal line structure around them, and things might get better. But that's just another thought, bro. Around what I was thinking, it's a real tough one for me because I see the value of a SJ and C&K combo. Whereas you saw with Tamaiti, it was more just give Roger the early ball, let him create.
Yeah.
And that might be good for now, I think, against weaker defensive teams like Tigers for sure. But maybe when we're coming up against Dolphins and the Sea Eagles, that might be a little bit different. But just a thought anyway. Something to think about. Yeah, so. But yeah, good to see everyone in the chat. A lot of different thoughts, which is cool. We're just trying to throw out some different ideas, but a lot of saying they want RTS. Tony Jacko's saying that he's seeing the RTS as an elite fullback, and that's understandable. But a lot of things to it too. I know what you're saying. Do you think there's an opportunity? I suppose Tane, if he gets selected, and Roger to the wing, is that a bad option? Like having Roger on the wing, who can just is it about getting C&K and Roger on the field at the same time, and maybe sharing the load a little bit at times, or what's your thoughts around it, bro?
No, I think if Tuopiki does play fullback, I think Rog does go to the wing because we need those carries out of. He'll need to do some heavy carries to come out of our back end. And I think we can still see the best. You'll see better of him as a winger than as a centre. And I don't think he's done anything wrong at centre, bro. He's just better positioned in other positions. Old Rogie.
Yes.
And I do like about him at the back too, bro, is he can lead. It's weird, but he can lead properly from the back. So losing Tohu was very important to our lead structure, but having him at the back, having that cool head at the back, bringing that energy when he needs to. So he can still probably do that at winger, bro, I think.
Yeah,
it's still just as devastating. Yeah, he can still do that. He can still do 300 odd meters and carries, and yeah, I still think he's quite devastating there. And if he can get him a 1-on-1 out on the wing with someone, bro, I think 8 times out of 10 he's going to beat that winger. So
yeah,
interesting times.
That's great, and it's real tight because we understand we've got to win every game. He was a big contributor to that winning that game, but who's to say we can't get him on that wing and just get just as good a performance as well. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see. But honestly, he was immense as well. Just going on to the centers, Ali and MGT, like what a game from both. Like I think it just was a solid game, and both showed like kind of really good attributes. I thought Ali was the explosive runner type, hitting lines, strong up top. His style of running is just it just gives you that rangy, dare I say it, like a like a GI. Yeah. He's long. Not to say you guys take that with a grain of salt, obviously, but like kind
he's
of
GI.
he's GI, everyone. But he's got that size about him, and then and the lines he's running, the work he was able to do offensively, I thought he helped bring a lot of speed into our game. And then MGT, he as well, great defensively. What's your thoughts on those two? And do
Oh,
they?
MG,
I mean, Pompey's out. Berry is still indefinite as to when he comes in. Do you let these two have a run of games for as long as possible, say till Berry
yeah,
comes in, or potentially the rest of the season?
I would. After what I've seen there, bro, for me, I would be. They did nothing wrong. They did everything right. So yeah, I would definitely be keeping them solid in defense. Awesome. Ali in attack just always looks dangerous, bro. He always looks like he's going to do something. And I think sometimes we've lacked that with our centers in the last few games or even last seasons, really. So he looks attacking, bro, especially down that side. That whole side is such a strong side for the boys. No, I see them
Yep.
staying. Well, I hope they stay. They stay on. It just depends on other positions and what players go into other positions will depend on whether they stay there. But for me, yeah, they stay there. And Graham Tofa, he's just got that Ropati vibes, about him. Do you reckon,
He
bro?
looks.
Like,
He
Ropati,
look,
hey, even look like him. He's just got. I was just waiting for Rapati, waiting for the Aussies to say Rapati. But yeah, he's so solid, bro. He's so good. Such a professional athlete too. The way that he conducts himself, how he looks after his body and things after the game, and I think that's really, really instrumental to him as his character and him as a player. But yeah, I think they stay,
yeah.
bro. I think they stay. Well, I hope they do.
They just generated a lot of, I suppose, energy and quickness. I thought that back five with RTS,
Mm. Yeah.
Leotoa, MGT, Dallin, even Kossi, I thought had a really, really
What's
good
the
game
point?
as well. Um, they just brought a lot of energy and a lot of speed on the field. It just felt like the tempo picked up from the back five, and um, like again, the thing for me is that they don't look out of place. And I think we should definitely ride those two um, moving forward. I think Roger, obviously, we've had that discussion around centre, but I think it's time now that he sticks at
Mm.
either fullback or wing. So I'm confident those two and kind of how they played left and right. I think that's probably the best combo. I actually
Yep.
thought MGT and Dallin had a good connection defensively,
Yep.
um,
Yep.
and Kossi and Leotoa did a good job as well for the majority. So I'd be happy with that combo staying for this week, unless say a Montoya comes in for a Kossi or yeah, or if they do choose to shift Roger out there with Leotoa, I think that's still a good combo as well. And Leotoa's passing, the distribution I thought was really good,
Mhm.
and then MGT's final play, just committed to his run on that wing and just fought through contact and then finished it off. I thought both of them just class, yeah, which is great,
Mm.
great for us,
Mm.
you know,
Mm.
great, great for our
Yeah,
standards.
that's
So
Leotoa and Roger on one side. Imagine being the guy that has to defend that, bro. Far out. It'll be it'll suck, bro. Yeah, I think that's a good. That's probably yeah, bro. If we had to make a change, Kossi was all right. I thought he was okay. He did what I liked about him, bro. Is he does little things like someone you can tell someone's been talking to him about the little things he's got to do, like diving way before the line when you're wet, for example, and securing the
yeah,
ball. And just scoring tries. Whereas before, old matey would be one hand try to put it down when he didn't have to, drop the ball. Uh, he had a momentum. He had a few moments that he missed, like as some opportunities, some momentum killers that he's got in his game. But you can tell, bro, that they've been working on the intricacies with him. Even the way he
yep.
holds the ball is a bit different as well. Even the way he carries the ball back is different. So yeah, that's exciting. But if I had to make one change, that's who I would change, bro. If there had to
Okay.
be a change to be made, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Just quickly, while we're on the topic of centers, a big point that came out today, I think, Nani
Mm,
Laumape showing interest in a return to the Warriors.
mm,
Now, we all know Nani. I thought he was great. Him and Hurrell, two nuggety kind of centers damaging. That season, was it 2014 season that he played, or was it 2013? One of those seasons. I thought he was, it seemed as though he was going to be our future centers, and then obviously went to rugby. But he is 31. I did a little story today on it, and I kind of play devil's advocate with Michael Jennings being 36 and still getting game time. You could say you might need some experienced centers around. Then again, you might be stopping the youngsters. We just talked about Leatoa and MGT coming through. Is there, in your mind, an opportunity for Nani to? Would you take him at age 31, or is it just the boat has sailed at this point for him and for where we are as a club?
Pardon me, bro. Yeah, you're so right. You were right in saying that if we take him on, does he close the door for opportunities for others? I mean, you got Pompey there, bro. You got Rocco there. We've got the two centers that we've got now. Oh, yeah. I mean, can he be a winger? Maybe. Because we've got so many outside backs out at the moment. And no one saw that coming, I suppose. But yeah, and I think different. I think not so much as gameplay. I still think will be awesome. He's been in Japan, hey?
Yep.
He's been playing in Japan, one of the top clubs in Japan. He's an All Black as well. So it'll be his off-field stuff, his professionalism that he'll bring. I think that will be more instrumental than his actual play. He'll bring a lot of good leadership with him, bro. If he was to come back, would I take the jump and bring him in? Look, I'm gonna be the sad guy and say, yeah. I probably, I'll be like, thanks, bro, but look, we'll give you a training trial. Try and train all the other young fellas, bro. But yeah, I think the opportunity. Yeah, that's a hard one.
Yeah. I mean, I love Nani. Again, he was about to break through. He went to rugby, lived out his prime at rugby. For me, he became an All Black, from what I understand, and Hurricanes and all that. But it's a young man's game. I mean, we're seeing it, and just the ship has sailed. I think for me, it'd be those, like, he'd have to come in literally on a training trial and understand that he's a depth guy. He's not the starting guy. He's a guy that will play New South Wales Cup. We get a call up if we're down a certain amount of players, and he's there to mentor, kind of what Willie Army was. You're in that kind of a role. And for me, like, rugby's got so many more international opportunities. I think he could pick up a contract, America, France. We looked at what Ma'anonu did, just jumped around.
Ma'anonu's like 72, bro. He's still smashing people. Look,
that's his major league rugby.
There's Mokos on the sideline watching him play and smash people, bro.
Yeah, Okoro Ma.
Yeah. What are the comments say, bro, with regards to
everyone's saying, some are definitely saying what we're talking about. It's time for the future. Some are mentioning this one here from Ghostly. I signed him 2 years mainly for experience. His second year, he's been getting less and less game time. Just helping more. Yeah, that's kind of what we potentially could see. I mean, again, I wouldn't be breaking the bank to pay him. Yes. And what was this? Levon, tell the bro that I think it's awesome that you have Bodine Thompson on the main feed. Hey, Cuzzy. Okay, I'm not sure what that is. Oh, is that for Josh? Oh my goodness. Are you is that your doppelganger, Josh? Is that what he's talking about?
I don't know, bro. At least I'm not getting Stacey Jones, bro.
Have you got a story? Have you got a Bodine Thompson story? I know that you've probably crossed paths with this.
Oh, Bodine, I haven't. I'm more of no, not Bodine Thompson. I haven't got a. Have I? I don't know, bro. I can't remember. I think I would have. I think he played for the Tigers, didn't he? Or he's hanging out with the Tigers boys around the same time. I do, bro.
He was. Yeah.
I do have. I do. Ooh. Yeah, no, I won't share that one.
Save it for
later. Yeah, no, I do. Yeah, we'll talk about. Yeah, no,
it doesn't have anything. It doesn't have anything to do with Red Bulls. Nothing to do with energy drinks, does it?
No. It has to do with.
Just check.
Yeah, Yes. Yeah, no, that's probably a bit X-rated to talk about, but yeah. That's it. That's
Oh.
been yeah. So Nani Lamape, bro, 31 years old. Yeah, I think yeah, if he did come in, he would come in as that mentor sort of a role. Yeah, you wouldn't be starting, bro. Yeah, maybe
Yep.
you can start train and trial. You can come in the preseason, smash out a preseason. Who knows, bro? You might be the better, fitter, stronger person. But yeah, just letting you know, yeah, maybe not. Yeah,
Maybe
yeah,
not.
maybe
Okay,
not.
there you guys have it,
Mm,
guys. Um,
mm.
and yeah, just it goes back again to like there are young guys like Leotoa, MGT, Berry that are really looking to hold those spots moving forward. And
Yeah,
Pompey obviously gives you
top
the
30.
goal kicking option too.
Yeah, yeah,
There
and he's
you
been
get
solid,
you
bro.
yeah.
And
Okay,
I
but
think
I just want
top
sorry.
30 squad. Oh, sorry, top 30 squad
Okay.
for next year. That's going to be really hard to fit in. Like like the players that we've got there, bro. Be really interesting. We'll do another segment on talking about who we think the top 30 will look like next
Yes.
year. But yeah, let's just focus on the Tigers game. You know,
Yep. Cool.
yep.
Yeah, we should definitely do a talk about next year. But let's definitely get into what we talked about. Now, I just had my little issue was with I thought we were really dominant in the Tigers game. I just thought at times we kind of lacked points based on the position and the field position we had. What is your thoughts around how our attack's currently looking, and maybe what are some of the if you have an issue with it? I mean, for me, I just think we could probably be a bit more clinical with our play. Our play style for me has kind of fell into a kind of set shape, and it's kind of we're just going through all of our kind of the motions at times. Where I think best example was Ed Fanor Black going over the line, just busting down the front door until they can no longer deal with it. But do you have any issues with how the attack's going at the moment?
Oh, I thought that wasn't one of the, I suppose, biggest opportunities that we've got to work on, in my opinion, bro. I thought Walker in those first sort of 10 minutes, or those first sort of exchanges on the Tigers line, I thought he was throwing out way too many jabs, bro, and he should have been throwing out a right, if you know what I mean. So he should have been
Yeah.
feeding the ball a bit earlier, like he was holding it too much. And we saw that though happen later on. I thought, yeah, you're throwing too many jabs, bro. You got to throw a bit of a right and just let it go, let the ball go. I thought we could have done that. I thought another opportunity in attack. I just didn't feel. Oh, mind you though, bro, when you get tries like that, the Capewell one, and you get tries like the Coxie one, those ones just tell me that I don't know, you might be a bit different, but that said that our attack is working, bro, when you got no one around you and you're scoring tries. You know what I
Yep.
mean? That's just like touch. Yeah, no touch because there's no one there. But
Yeah.
yeah, I thought those tries were good, bro. I thought I more or less appreciated those tries because it meant that the attack was working. But you're right. Even with the Toa try, that was just determination. Ran the right line, determination, bro, and strength to score that try. But yeah, I suppose we've got some opportunities there in attack. Not forgetting too, though, bro. We've had a reshuffle of that backline. Over the last 3 weeks, it'll
Yeah.
be pretty hard, I suppose, to get some combos going. I feel if SJ comes back in, because no one knows when he's going to come back in. If he does come back in, I think Rog goes back to fullback. I feel like that's the play, and I think with this time that SJ's had off, bro, he's had time to sit and reevaluate the game, reevaluate the other teams, look at what they're doing, and then he can come back refreshed. That's what I'm hoping
Yep.
anyway. That's what I'm hoping happens. That he's sitting down because you play the game. Sometimes you don't have enough time to reflect. So I'm hoping that that's what he does in our attack.
Yep.
Yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, I think SJ will bring like a lot more, I suppose, direct kind of structured attack. I actually think it's the opposite. I think CNK or Tuapiki is the best in terms of matching up with him. But I actually would like to see Roger and Shaun work together as well. I think there's some value there, and maybe we see Roger pop up in those spots where it's a clear try, it's a clear breakaway, and it's not to say that Roger can't do that. I just think maybe SJ's that better guy in terms of setting up a structured attack to kind of get him openings that are wide open. Whereas, like you said, the one with Leotoa got it was hard fought. The only clean one was Kossi's one. Oh man, Catewell got a pretty easy one as well.
Yeah.
But I think there's some, for me, there's kind of some, like you said, is that Walker at times is kind of holding things up a bit. And then I think Egan as well, just a little bit out of form.
Yeah.
I think the ball isn't finding the half. Whether the halves are out of like position, I may give him, but it's not that crispness that we've kind of seen that we know from Egan. So I think there's a lot of a different backline every week. A new link man in terms of Roger. There's also the halves aren't getting to the spots at the right times.
Yeah.
But it feels as though that probably every part of the offense is kind of a little bit slow, a little bit delayed, timing's off. Whereas I look at Penrith, I mean, I just watched the highlights from their game, and it's just so quick, bang, 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 and it just teams cannot deal with that pace, that tempo. But I definitely feel I've heard reports that Shaun is really healthy. He's looking really good. I wouldn't be surprised if he is named for this Eels game. And I just think that we just need a bit of an uptick in terms of our tempo, passing of the ball, our lines, all of that stuff, to kind of just to find our rhythm again. I think we're just a bit out of rhythm as a whole team, and I think that's something we can definitely work on. But yeah, just while we're on that, yes, I have heard that SJ is close to full fitness. Someone close to the club did mention that to me, that he's looking rearing to go. But yeah, again, not confirmed. We'll have to wait till tomorrow night. But for you, at least, Josh, if SJ does come back in, firstly, do you want him back in? Secondly, who's the right halves partner for him? And yes, is it too soon? Say if he's perfectly fit, does he come in right now, or do we give him some more time to kind of be really sure of it? What's your thoughts around that?
I was a bit of a sad guy before I watched the podcast that he did with that podcast. He was talking about how injured he's been this year, bro, and how he's been carrying a lot of injuries, and sometimes he couldn't even walk down the stairs or play with his kids. I can't remember. I was watching that and thinking, oh, geez, yeah, the bro's been injured for ages. I was paying out on him. Sorry, bro. Sorry about that, SJ. Good-looking guy. Yeah, I would pick him, bro. I would bring him back in. I think now was probably the right time. We're at that do or die stage now, and to be respectful to the man, bro. He's worked hard enough to be in this position to play for the boys. To sort of close out the year. I think he's worked over his career. I'm talking about over his career. Yeah. I'm still a little bit salty that he left in 2019, but I've let go. We've moved on. I'm actually talking to him about it too. He doesn't even care because he doesn't even know who I am. But I just said, I saw him after a game function, and I was like, SJ, I just want you to know, bro, that I'll forgive you for 2019. I've let it go. And he was like, yeah, sweet, bro. Did you want a photo? But oh no, all good. Don't even know.
He's all about business. He don't care about what you say.
He wasn't even listening to what I said, bro. Yeah. I told him I was at the game at Central Coast, bro, when you're playing for the Sharks and you're laughing at the boys when they were losing. But I forgive you for that, bro. This is part of my journey of becoming a good man. No, he didn't even care, bro. Do you want a photo or not, bro? Oh no. Quick photo, cuz.
Oh, that's
cool. Yeah, I think if he plays, bro, I think Rog plays fullback. I don't know when CNK's ready to come back. I think he does, and I think Temaire plays 6. He might even play 7. bro. Temaire. But anyway, I think SJ will come in, and I think Chanel will move to the bench, bro. I think that's a really good option. it's really good if that happens. Because then we've got that Walker sort of Tohu sort of a phase, I think. That
Yeah,
not such a good, but similar.
I think there's a need for Walker to have a bit of a break. I think you saw in the games they did pull him off, but kind of we need someone like a Chanel
Yeah,
just to come and fill in for a couple minutes and do a job. The other option I was
yeah,
actually thinking of is actually keeping Chanel where he is because I think that left foot kicking game
yep.
is valuable, and then actually putting Tamati on the bench. I think there's some you could actually go roll out with kind of if some needs be, you could push CHT in the middle, bring Tamati back out as to the left side. There's some options there, but either way you cut it up, you're probably right. I think there's we need to relieve Walker a little bit. I love walks, but I just feel at times, um, yeah, we kind of need something a little bit different, like how Tohu was. Like Tohu was very late ball playing, kind of a little bit slower tempo, and then walks would come on. And remember, 2023 would just pick it up, pick the tempo of the game up, and then they'd bring usually a jazz on with him, and it just you'd have that real double interchange, and it kind of pick up the tempo of the team. So I'm hoping that we
Mm,
can get something like that from CHT. But I also
mm,
see the value of having CHT. He's done really well with that left edge defensively. Him and Capewell are starting to get some rhythm together. Then you add in Leia Toa and all those elements too. And then I'd probably just keep Shaun definitely. For me, I'd have him probably definitely running the offense, getting back to that right side attack. The right side has probably suffered a little bit, but it's been good to have the left side opened up as well. So I think there's a bit of an argument for everything, and then the element of using Roger with SJ, like you mentioned. I actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, actually, that's pretty exciting if we can get those two kind of working together. So, um, yeah, I think I think that feels
I
right.
think just in that game, the Tigers game too, bro. Like probably a big opportunity that I think they've definitely looked at it because they've improved on it. Is the momentum swings, bro, and like winning the moment, bro. More so than trying to win the game, you just got to try and win those moments, those small moments.
Mm,
And there was moments where we won, and there was moments where we could have won, but we didn't. Um, so like a momentum swing, or what a powerful moment I thought that happened for Roger was I think it was 17. We just scored. Was it a goal kick? Anyway, it was the one of the restarts where Rog took I think it was 17 minutes to go, and Rog took the run, bro, and that just calmed everyone back down again, bro. And that was just so important. And then we rolled on from there. And I thought if we get this restart wrong, it was like 17 minutes to go. The momentum had swung the way of the Tigers.
yeah,
I was like, yeah, we need to win this moment and shut this moment down, and then that'll see us to the end of the game. Because, albeit, bro, I thought the Tigers themselves played really well, bro. I thought they were really
yeah,
good.
yeah. They did. They were way more patient than because I watched them against the Rabbitohs and they were just throwing the ball around. So I was
Yeah,
expecting that type of Tigers approach, which I thought was going to be leading to heaps of errors and we'd just dominate them. But no, they fought hard. Maybe getting rid of Bateman was a obvious positive for them. Benji seems like he's kind of still got the dressing room. He's got the younger guys in his camp, and
mm,
they performed really well, which I thought was good signs for Benji.
mm,
Obviously, it's not going to be his year this year, but if they back him, he might be able to turn things around in the long term. Um,
mm,
but yeah, I thought they played. Uppy, I thought had a great game.
bro.
um,
Up his gun. Up his
yeah,
gun, bro. So
yeah.
yeah, still pissed off he didn't go to the Warriors, but yeah, he's a gunner, bro. And Papa Lee, I thought Papa had an awesome game, bro.
Papa was great too when he
Yeah,
came on. He was
he
absolutely
lifted,
yeah,
bro.
bro.
He lifted.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
So
No, I
I
thought he
mean,
was good.
you got to take, but like you said, those moments. I thought Rogers carries the tough carries. He'd do two a set at times when the boys are feeling it. That was a nice kind of reassurance that the meters were going to be there, even if we had a bit of a down period. Um, but yeah, again, it's kind of I know people in the comments are saying, Roger CNK Roger. I think while CNK is out, leave Roger there, and then reevaluate once he's available.
Mm.
But definitely, it's kind of caused a lot to think about things. But yeah, great yarns. I'll add in another one. A Metcalf due to play Cup this week. Is he
Yeah.
an automatic? So do you go back to the SJ Metcalf halves combination that was so good last year? And due to injury this year, we haven't seen yet gotten to see that. If he has a blinder at Cup, he looks good. Do you bring him back in, Josh? And do you go back to that SJ and Metcalf combination? Assuming they're both injury free.
Yeah. Nah. Not only because both coming back injured is a tough one. I don't know if anything in the team is automatic anymore, bro. I like that about WBA. Nothing sort of, you're not automatically gonna secure your position. I like that for both whoever's currently playing and whoever's coming through. No, for me, I probably wouldn't, bro. I like Metcalf, bro, and it just depends how he goes in New South Wales Cup. I think he'll have an awesome game anyway because I think he's an awesome player. But I wouldn't, bro. Not yet. I wouldn't bring him in just yet. I would let him have probably a couple more games in Cup, bro. Probably give him 2 or 3 games in Cup and then reevaluate. Yeah.
There was a tough one. I think if you remember when I think it was Metcalf got injured this time last year, and Tamari was just coming back from injury, and you could kind of just see Tamari was kind of just he wasn't there. He just his body wasn't there, his mentally wasn't there. I think if we can afford Metcalf some time, let him have a couple runs at New South Wales Cup. But I agree, he's a great player. His speed, I think that's another kind of a good element for him. It brings a different dynamic which we need. But it is a bit tight to the end, but not putting it out of contention. If it's going super well, it looks great, then absolutely. But I'm probably on the side of you, Josh, just a little bit close to the end. And yeah, it's kind of rocking up like you joined the school in term 4. You know, you change schools term 4, and you're like the new guy, and everyone else is super tight. You know, they got their relationships, their friends, and you kind of rock up this new guy like, and you're like everyone's got the inside jokes, that kind of thing.
I don't get the joke. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't know. And plus, because Tamati and CHT have carried the team for a little bit, bro. So yeah, that's a hard one. Even do you bring CNK into 5'8", bro?
Well, that's awesome he did. He really did. That's like one of those. Yeah, it's so tricky. The injuries have just really kind of put everyone in a bamboozle. I give a lot of credit to Mighty and CHT for holding it together. They do deserve some of their credit. And yeah, just I think wait and see. Let's probably watch his cup performance. We'll evaluate it after that, and we'll come back and see where we're at. Okay, man. The next topic I got is we've had some really favorable results over the weekend, barring I suppose the Raiders beating the Rabbitohs. But I thought the majority, like the Titans beat the Dolphins, which is kind of what we needed. The Seagulls lost. The Dragons got beat by the Panthers, and actually the games coming up this week look really favorable as well on paper. We got the Bulldogs versus the Raiders. There's a few other ones, Knights versus Panthers, I believe. So if those top teams can be on the top of their game at this time of the season, which they usually are, they're usually rounding out. Penrith are looking good. They're starting to round out. Bulldogs, they're on fire at the moment based on what the Broncos have done. But it's a great opportunity for us to get another 2 points, build our points differential, although we didn't really do that. We're still looking pretty good compared to some teams. We're minus, I think, in the minus 20s, where some teams like the Raiders and maybe the Dragons and Knights are still minus 70, 90. Do you feel do you feel more confident about our chances of making the 8 based on, I suppose, hoping that other teams lose this weekend?
Yeah, to be honest, bro, I've been confident the whole way through the year, even after the 66-point loss. Yeah, I do, bro. Especially after those, like you just mentioned, those games that just happened where they needed to go in our favor in round 21. Yeah, there was a few there that we needed. And looking at the teams that are stacking up this week, so we've got the Tigers and the Cowboys at Leichhardt. At Leichhardt, bro. That's the
Yeah.
little smoky here. It's gonna be a bit of a smoky, this one, because
Oh,
they seem to
yes.
lift when they go to Leichhardt, bro. So yeah, I watched the Cowboys game. Look, it wasn't super flash, and I reckon it's a bit of a smoky, bro. I reckon the Cowboys will be a little bit jittery about this one because
Yeah.
well, in saying that, how many just depends on how many Tigers players get to turn up, bro. Because they like how many of them got on report? 50 of them were on report on the weekend. It was a hey, bro. Yeah, report.
Yeah.
Yeah. So some guy pulled out a baseball bat and hit Capo in the face with a baseball bat. Oh, he's on report. He's on report. Like, bro, send somebody off, bloody hell. But yeah, if they got their full strength team, I think I could see the Tigers winning that one. That would help us. Then that second game or that game on the Friday, another Friday night game out there at Go Media Stadium, will be packed with Parramatta. Like, I think our boys are gonna do really well, bro. In this game, I think this is gonna be another statement game. This is gonna be we'll pump you, stupid Eels. Well, and because Mitch Moses isn't playing either, and yeah, no, I feel that's gonna be feeling confident about that one. The Dolphins and the Roosters, I think the Roosters are gonna hand them a good old fashioned hiding, bro. I hope so. Gonna knock them out of the 8, bro. Then we got the Titans and the Bronx, bro. Oh, I think the Titans. I don't know.
Yeah. Titans are kind of
After
after Dizzy's talk, I think they're primed and ready to go.
Dizzy,
Yeah.
bro. Dizzy, the hair, Dizzy. I think, and the Broncos, they're down on confidence at the moment, bro. Like,
Yeah.
to lose to the Bulldogs, they haven't lost to the Bulldogs there since 2015, bro. Like, I had hair then, bro. that's how long it was, bro. I didn't have hair, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean, bro. It was long. It was long time ago. Storm, the Dragons. I think the Storm are going to give the Dragons a good old fashioned punch in the face, bro. And going to smoke them. Ew, Sharks and the Rabbits. I think, step up, Rabbits. Do us a favor, bro. Panthers and the Knights. Yeah, no, I'm confident, bro. Going through the teams, I'm confident. Yeah. Are you? How are you feeling about that? How's everybody feeling about the next games, bro? It's exciting.
Yeah, I think everyone's kind of on the same buzz. Some are a bit more on the real negative side, but I actually think like we just got to get our win first thing. Friday night. Get the dub. First thing is like I like what Webby said when he said he brought on Lussick. The reason he pulled Egan off was because they had the lead and they wanted to defend their way home to a win. So first thing you do is you gotta get your W, no matter how you get it. That's the most important. The second part is to get some points differential. I was a bit disappointed we let that last try in, because that would have kept us to 16 points, and then maybe you have another good game on Friday, and you're back down to zero, close to zero at least. So I kind of a little bit disappointed about that, but yeah, defense. I think the defense has held up really well. I think we've rounded out consistently. So I'm expecting another. If we can keep them to less than 2 to 3 tries again, that would be great. But yeah, I think all the other results, I think, are in our favor. But again, just get our dub, reevaluate game at a time, find some improvement to prepare for a big game away at the Dolphins. So it's not like, yeah, we can have all the draw in our favor and everything, but unless we step up on Friday, which I feel we will, we just then we can start talking about like if there is an opportunity on paper, it's looking pretty good this weekend, especially with Moses out, like you said. So I'm with you, bro. Yeah, I'm with you. I feel definitely a little bit more confident. I probably was a little bit down the last couple of weeks, but after getting a W, you're starting to feel like yeah, we can start to get on. We just need to
Next,
get this next
so
game.
much better. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. Okay, my man. The Warriors, they sell out all their home games this season. The first club in NRL history, people, to sell out all their home games. For you, Josh, being a long-time fan, you've been through the dark ages. You've seen the empty seats at Ericsson and Mount Smart. You've witnessed the following overseas. You've been a part of that Warrior Nation. What has been the difference, in your opinion, that has created us to now, for the first time, not just in our club's history, but NRL history, to sell out all of our home games? And it's not like we're selling out Shark Stadium with 10,000 people. We're doing a good, decent number of 23, 24,000 a week. But what is the cause of this phenomena, in your opinion?
I think it's interesting, bro. At the Bulldogs game, I was talking to, I can't remember his name. He looked important though. He had a lanyard and he had a camera, and I asked him the same question. I said, with the sellout crowds, like you obviously travel with the club and the team, and what do you think? What do you think has been the behind it, the vessel behind it? Yeah, he just said, yeah, not sure. I think the stars have just aligned, and it's just our time. It didn't really give me much. What about you? What do you think? And I said, I think there's a couple of things, bro. I think the downturn in rugby union in New Zealand, bro, needed to look to another hero, bro. Then a hero comes along, and then the Warriors stepped up, bro, because they needed to, because rugby's getting boring now. So I think there's that. I think a really, really big thing, bro, and I'm really passionate about it, is the Warriors social media team, bro. They are way streets ahead of a lot of, I think Jackson's his name, Vintage Jackson or something like that.
Vintage Jackson, yeah, yep, Vintage
Yeah.
Jack.
Yep. Streets ahead, bro. They've made the players accessible, bro. So I've been following them for a while, and there's been certain things, even Richie Morgan from Warrior Nation, like we've been asking for ages, bro, to happen, that haven't happened. So we'll just start with the social media stuff. That's working, bro. Made the boys accessible. They've made them look personable. They've made them look human, bro, and you're able to interact with them now a little bit more than what we used to. The build-ups are good. The songs are way better, bro, on the social media videos. They're so much awesome now. And I think just the belief, bro. They're giving belief. Whereas we sort of had to keep the faith, sort of a thing, but we didn't have the belief. So I think we got the belief. There's that, plus the fan interaction, bro. So one thing that and I remember talking to Cam George about it a couple of times, and just saying, like, you're not really tapping into the market that's outside of Auckland as well, bro. Like, you've got to tap into that market. We haven't just sold out there, bro. We've sold out down in Christchurch as well. All over in Perth will sell out. So you need to go outside those areas as well, really create that hype, really create that buzz. And then anyone that's sitting in Auckland, that gets to sit in Auckland, that gets to go and watch the boys, it makes them feel, as a consumer, like way better, because like everyone's talking about it, but I get to be here. So I think there's that as well. And just players, like, you've got marquee signings, bro, like Roger, SJ for one. And we're, like, to be honest, bro, we are the best looking, handsomest ever, like, NRL team, bro. There's some ugly NRL teams, but look at the Chickens, bro. They're ugly, bro. But you look at our team, good looking fellas. Good looking fellas. Girls want to go watch good looking fellas, bro. Just saying. But yeah, that's what I think. That's what I told that guy with the camera as well. And he just gave me that, bro. I've been up for like 14 hours and shit, bro. Your opinion. Go
Yeah,
away,
but I
bro.
agree. I agree with
Sorry.
all those points, actually, bro. You nailed it. I think below the surface, the Warriors have always kind of had a soft spot in a lot of people's hearts. I mean, and some haven't been as bold to come out and represent. Like, I think now you're starting to see the Warriors, and especially up the wires and all that. It's become popular, and even when the team is losing, like we saw recently, old Warriors attendances would have dropped off 5 or 6,000, and it's It's wonder that we found belief. We believe in Webby. I think everyone that has followed the team since Webby, I feel like they believe strongly in him, despite losses. Like me and you, we want him at the club for 10 years minimum. Like that's how much I believe in him as a coach now. That's in the perfect world, but I believe in what he's doing. I think there's a bit of that. I think the players, like you said, star players, but also the players are relatable. Like they come across as like guys you want to watch and follow. The social media is bang on a lot of the time, and also the ticketing um, options that people they're giving at Mount Smart is awesome. $10 tickets after the win on Friday night. $10 for 24 hours. $20. Now people will say, "Oh, you guys are giving away for pennies," but bro, even $10, I wouldn't go outdoors for certain things. You couldn't pay me to go
Yeah,
to the movies for $10. Like I don't want to go outside my home. So people are still they'll make the drive in a busy Auckland traffic, even at $10 or $20 to get to Mount Smart because that's a place they want to be at. So it's like I just think it's credit to Cam George. I acknowledge him. The whole setup that they've got at the Warriors, it's definitely kind of branded and shifted that. And like I agree, bro. I think Super Rugby's dropped off. It's created a market for us. People are loving league. They love the tempo. They love the speed. They love the action. It's nonstop. So I think all those things have come to fruition. It's just perfect timing in my view. So yeah, man. I think and everyone's got a few good points in there. Israel Daggs misses even said league was more fun to watch. Yeah, all the rugby guys are coming to the Warriors. Watch the Warriors now. So. Oh man, that's funny.
yeah, no, they've
But
done really well, bro. They've really captured even like what's the sign guy's name, bro? Like his real name. I always say the sign guy,
Rob,
but
yeah, Rob,
Rob,
yeah,
yeah, Rob, bro. Like even like Rob, bro. Like they've really sort of put him on a pedestal as well. Fans like that, bro, and we've got those other super fans as well that turn up. Then they've gone and I think injecting like people from other sports as well, or other personalities. Like even though I'm like, yeah, where were you fellas? Where were you fellas
yeah.
15 years ago?
I
Hey,
crack
didn't
up
these
at some of
world
these
win?
fans. Like they do interviews and like, oh, what's your favorite Warriors game of all time? And they're like, oh, yeah, last year against them. And I'm like, oh. All good. We
Yeah.
know how long
Hey,
you've been following the team.
what about Uske? Where were you last year? Oh, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. But no, I think they've really done well to sort of captivate that as well. It's
Yeah.
yeah, it's awesome, bro. Awesome following on. And I saw Cam at the Bulldogs game after the Bulldogs game at this function, and me and Cam had already talked a couple of years ago, bro. And I remember I asked him like, "What does the end goal look like, or what does the dream look like, bro?" And he said to fill out the stadiums constantly. That's my goal. I want to have the fill out the stadiums. And at that stage, the old 10,000 was a big crowd back in the day. And I was like, yeah, good dream, bro. No, then when I saw him at the Bulldogs game, I went over and it was like a magical moment, bro. I was walked over to him, gave him a big Mihi, gave him a big hug, I was like, you done it, man. You done it. You set out to do it. Your dream was to do it, bro. Was to fill out stadiums, was to get a big following. Man, you've done it. And he was like, he just walked off. I was like, oh, bro, what about the moment? Like, I missed our moment, bro. But yeah, I talked to him later. He was like, oh, yeah, yeah, I did. I was just really tired. But no, that was his dream, bro, was to pack out the stadiums, and he's done it. So only NRL
Yeah.
team to sell out everything. And we're coming 12th,
Crazy,
bro.
man.
Imagine if we were coming
Yeah.
first. Oh my goodness. Hmm.
Yeah, man. It's just proud of the club, bro. Yeah, proud for Cameron, George, and like, yeah, man, it's a place you want to be. And even overseas, bro. Shout out to Warrior Nation, all the great work they're doing. The crowds, I mean, in the heartland areas like the Gold Coast, the Brisbane's, all the
Yes.
main areas, bro. We go strong. I hate some of the NRL fans that say, "Oh, the Warriors don't bring anything to the game." Bro, we sell out your Gold Coast Titans games for you, bro. We bring your money in for you. Like these guys are, man, they just talk a lot of crap, man. But anyway, man, I think we'll leave it there. Just quickly, another quick one. I saw this earlier, guys. Sorry if I have missed some questions. Ford out knee injury this week. Who comes in? Bunty, Ale, or Sifakula? Just saw that earlier. I did start, so I just thought I might bring it up.
Ooh,
What are we
is he out?
thinking?
That sucks. That sucks for him, bro. I thought he was alright. Okay, I didn't realize he was that in.
Yeah, I'd go for Bunty. I'd go for Bunty personally.
Yep.
I mean, you could go Sifakula, you could go Ale. But yeah, it is kind of a tricky one.
That's a
If
hard
that
one,
was the
isn't it?
case, yeah.
It depends what the rest of the team looks like. It will depend on who, you know what I mean, bro? Like, does CNK go to the bench? Does that drop a bench spot out? Does, because who would you have on the bench as it currently is? You'd have Jazz. He'd be the first guy that, Lussick,
Yep.
Jazz, Halasima, and that leaves one more.
Yeah. I think Bunty's been a bit hard done by. I thought he's good and like he's just doing his job. Ale is kind of gone a bit quiet. Either of those two's fine by me. Have you got any preference?
Yeah,
Josh?
I like Sefakula, bro. Have you watched Sefakula play, bro?
No, I have. Yeah, I have seen him.
Ooh, yeah.
I know he's coming back from injury though. I just give him a little bit more time, but at the same time, it's like you kind of want him to get a little look in before the start of next season, just to see, get a strong showing if he can. Yeah, that's kind of how I see it anyway.
I like Kalani going. I like a lot
Kalani's
about that
great
New
too.
South Wales. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how Zion Moyo's doing, but I like him too. Interesting, bro. This will be an interesting Tuesday. I can't wait. I love Tuesday now. I never used to, but yeah, now I love Tuesday.
Nah, it is, man. Hey guys, thank you very much, everyone. Thank you for your support as always. We're kind of wrapping up now. I just thought I'd just quickly, Josh, any last quarter or things that you want to talk about before we wrap up?
Well, I think we've talked about everything. Are we just coming down to that business end of the season, bro? And I'm excited and I'm sad at the same time because I wish I'd start again. But
I know.
You know what I mean, bro? Like,
I do.
It's like coming to the end of that, like real nice chocolate bar, and like, oh damn, I don't want it to end. Like, when you're eating the bottom of a 5-liter ice cream. I don't know if you've ever eaten the whole 5 liters. Like, I want it to start again. More.
I know the feeling. It's like when you're in the shower and you're really cold, right? And it's like you're doing your countdown because you don't use too much water, but then you start your countdown again from the top. Oh, that's what I do anyway. I don't know if everyone else does that. Especially in a visitor's house, you're like cold. You've had a cold night. Like they haven't given you much blankets, and then you go have a shower, and they're like, you're trying to like not use too much hot water, but you just need that extra bit of time to heat up. And then you got your minute countdown because you don't want to use the hot water up. But at the same time, you're just so cold, you just have to add that extra 30 seconds, should we say? Sorry, personal experience.
Don't want it to end, bro. Don't want it to end. I just hope that this season doesn't go down as just another flunk season, bro. Because I think we tend to do that when we lose. Like, they're useless. But then when you go back and individually look at the games, and you're like, no. There was obviously that Titans game was one that was like, that was a shitty game. But there's other ones where I hope that isn't the defining moment. But I don't think so. I think we go all the way to the end. What do you think, bro? Do we go all the way to the end? Let's just talk it right now. Leave it out on the table. Are we going all the way to the end, bro? Do you feel we are going to go all the way to the end?
Yeah, I'm gonna go sleep over at your house. Make sure you got some blankets and you got enough hot water for me, man, for the grand final. I'll be there, bro. October. I'll sleep with the alpacas in the in the barn.
Oh, come on. Oh, Jesus, Joseph and Mary out of the manger. Yes.
Oh man.
Yeah, we're going all the way to the end. That's all I got to say, bro. We're going to the end. Let's just go for the ride, bro. Going along for the
Yeah.
ride. Yep.
Absolutely. Okay, guys. Thank you, everyone, especially our mods, everyone in the chat. Been great to have you guys. But yes, give us a like, subscribe before we leave, and we'll see you guys next week. Stay safe. Peace. Up the wires. See you later.